Hey everyone, this video is going to be about saving your spreadsheet as a PDF. So that would make it uneditable by the person that you send it to, and it retains the formatting and everything else that you added to it, and the person does not even need Excel to look at it. It's just like any other PDF that you would get. So I made up this table. None of this data is real. I just made it to fill in for an example. So say you have this table that you've created and you have it all formatted and set exactly how you want it, and you want to send it to someone, but you don't really want them to be able to mess with it or change it or something, just maybe as part of a report for your workplace or something like that. So a really neat way to do that so it looks really nice and readable is to deal with the print area and the page layout. So if you start off in the Home tab, you'll go to Page Layout right here. It's this fourth tab over in the main ribbon. So what I like to do is look at the shape of my table and say, okay, this one is longer than it is tall, so I'm going to set that as a landscape portrait. You could say it's wider than it is tall. When you do that, you'll see a dotted line will appear. This is the end of the page, so as you can see, my table is still too big. There's a number of ways you can deal with this. So one way, sometimes it works just as well, is setting the margin. So right now, the margin of the page is normal, which is 3/4 of an inch all the way around. I could set it to a very tiny margin, so it would be a 1/4 inch on two sides, and that moved the dotted line over. So now your table fits on the page. So you can actually look at it by clicking this little arrow here next to Scale to Fit, and it'll take you to the more advanced page setup menu. So the full menu, click on that, and it brings you to this. So you can actually go here and click Print Preview and see what it'll look like. This is pretty good, but it's kind of shifted over to the side, and I want it to look even nicer than that. So we'll go back, Page Layout. So I can set this as the print area. So I can tell it to exclude this white bar. That's probably why you're getting that shifted over look. So if I just select this and I say I want to set that as my print area, I go to Print Area, Set Print Area, and then let's go back to the print preview and see how that looks. All right, so now it's shifted all the way over there. So that's no problem. We can go back to this page setup and we can look at the margins. I want to center this on the page both horizontally and vertically, so it's right in the middle of the page. Now let's see how that looks. That looks really good, so now it's centered. So let's go back to that, make sure it stayed. Yep, it did. Okay. Another way you can do this is if your table is still too big, no matter what you do, you can actually force it to fit on the page by clicking. You want it to go across one page. You want it to be one page wide, one page high. For this one, I don't need to do that because automatically it already fits. But just in case it was even wider than that, you can shrink it to fit. You can also scale it so that it fits using the percentage. And you can see the dotted line of the page break move, and then you'll know it's in the right spot. So then what you can do with that is go to Print Preview. It's how you like it. So one thing you can do is print to PDF if you actually have that enabled. Another thing you can do, which is much easier, is just to save it as a PDF. So I'll put it in my Excel Summer 2016 folder. I will select the file type that I want, PDF, and I'm going to quickly go to Options to make sure that the document properties are going to be included. That was the stuff that I set in Page Setup. So click OK right here. And then let's see, I'm going to save that. And I have my computer set up to immediately show me a PDF as soon as I've created it, and it looks good. So now I can send this to anyone and they will see it exactly as I want them to see it. And that's how you do that. Hopefully that's a useful skill for you.